Okay, so diving. Okay, cool. It's him. Diving straight into this bullshit. I'm just gonna let this play so I can talk a little bit. So this is being recorded a little bit like during the time, like at the time of recording this, I still have a few episodes of the Octo expansion to edit, and I'm just doing this now, so I don't get like bored, or like I'm not rusty so much when it comes to recording for this type of content, at least. Ooh, okay. I don't like that how that he's the. I really don't like this boss combination. It's kind of bad, but we'll just have to deal with it. Okay, yep, cool. Yeah, because I get the feeling that it's gonna take me a little bit to get through the episodes I have. Okay, so we can still block, but we like don't. We don't get the benefits of it, at the very least. Okay, cool, everyone's here. I don't want to be around him. Okay, I didn't know you couldn't guard that. That's fun. Okay, I just really want to deal with Gomon now, so we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, because while I am editing these, I am also beginning some new main channel videos, but the need to like actually commentate for those aren't so great. Like there's not a lot of commentary on in those at the very least. So I'm not sure when I will be able to, like, when these will go out in relation to the main channel videos that I am now recently starting work on. But the one I've just started to throw myself in is a minimalist run of Wario Land Shake It, basically playing through the entire game, collecting the least amount possible. I've done the routing of it, or like, because the interest of the thing, like, the concept is more so in the routing than the actual, like, gameplay. It's gonna be, like, it's set up a little bit weirdly, and, because of how the game works, the main things the game tracks you on aren't so much the problem. It's more so, hey, because how you go about unlocking worlds is different from other games. Well, you have to collect just enough money, and I get the feeling that we're gonna be taking a beating when it comes to things, because I get the feeling that we should have taken out Ganon first and foremost. Or at the very least, neutered him somewhat. Oh well. Definitely get the feeling we fucked up here. I don't like this one bit. I just have to deal with it. Huh. I am actually now. I guess one thing I'm doing now that is somewhat different from what I normally do for these is I actually do have a guide up for this because the master mode map is a little fucky wucky. Okay, I had that. Okay, that's one. Okay. So it does say that we've got 7 minutes to do this, but it also says that there's no damage limit we have to worry about, supposedly. But the thing is, we have 7 minutes to do this, and we've, like, not... we haven't done a good job at this, so I'm thinking that maybe, no, I did kind of, like, the whole thing of this is, like... Okay. Yeah, right, the whole thing of this is that we'll be doing a back end, although that being said, I do kind of feel like doing this again almost immediately. Just because, I feel like I've gotten a little bit distracted with this, and I haven't and I haven't exactly gone about this the right way. So, like, I would much prefer to do this again, but better. But yeah, right. Okay, please. Okay, no, shit. Just bear with me. Yeah. So the way I've been doing been handling that main channel video, is I did a bit of research, and that was just me going through the game on my own time, not recording it or anything, just seeing what would get in the way of things. And taking that, well, now I am going back through and doing the first run, because again, because the interesting part of the video is going to be in the theory, not the practical. I'm gonna have a whole thing of like, hey, before we get to the actual run, I'm gonna go into depth about, hey, here is what I've done for the routing. Like, this is the route I'm taking, and this is why, essentially. Because... oh, yeah, right. Started from 10 minutes. Wait. Maybe they made it harder in the thing. I'm not sure. But I should note that I am using the guide by SP Allen, I think their name is. And I think the guide has a focus on the 3DS version. The 3DS version, some additions to the Nintendo Switch version, and the 3DS version has kind of been left out, so I'm not sure. So I'm not entirely sure how they went about getting the information, because according to this, we failed the A rank time, but we still got an A rank. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Yeah. Yeah. And before I actually went into the coinless run, is what I'm going to be calling it. The I think like there's going to be parts to the video, and the first part, the part I'm on recording wise right now is going to be called The Case for Coinless. Okay, I can probably do that. I've like almost completely forgotten how to play that, but I'll fucking play that if I need to. Yeah. Yeah, The Case for Coinless, and before I did that, I kind of went through and said, hey, it would kind of be boring if I just went through the levels initially without collecting coins, or like avoiding coins. But then, I went back to the levels I knew I could do coinless to grind coins. So to stop that, I'm also taking this chance to record, or just to make sure that the loose routing, coin-wise, I have set up works, or at the very least can work. Only downside to this is that I'm gonna have a few more coins than I would normally end up with, just down to the fact that instead of the probable smarter way of just restarting the run, or restarting the level, I am letting that first run through count, and then going back through to make sure the amount I chose to decide on actually works. And who would have thought that making sure you collect a specific amount of coins in a level is harder than just collecting, or not worrying about how many coins you've collected? Because the fourth level, the first world, took me a bit just because if it wasn't, well, that level specifically, if it could have been done coinless, the routing would be a little bit different, because the first area would be the one I would be doing last. As it stands, I'm doing Area 3 last because fucking Rundown Pyramid felt like it needed to have a set amount of coins. Like, it just had to be a gimmick level. Because the least amount of coins you can collect, or the required coins you can collect in the first area, sans the fourth level, is like 20. And like, this isn't a thing where like, oh, it's 20 coins. No, it's 20 G. Each, like, there's different sets of coins, and you can play through the first 3 levels with only collecting 2 small bronze coins. That's kind of insane if you think about it. But then the 4th level shows up and kind of goes, hey, what if we told you to collect around 1,000 coins, 1,000 G? Because, it is a gimmick level, and oh boy, it does not go easy on you. Like, the gimmick of that level, like, Wario in this game already isn't nimble, but holy shit, does going in the uni bucket just fuck you up entirely. Okay, I need to move immediately. Because I get the feeling that there was already manhandlers, and now there's more, and I need to not do that. Okay, that's okay. Yep, that's the allied base. Minda is the one I have to protect, yeah. She is the captain. If that is the case then. Okay, yep, cool, nice. That's a lovely. I really want to cut away so I can get like a handle on the situation, but we like just started this level and it is already going to shit. So I can't exactly do much, and it doesn't exactly help that the last time I played Hyrule Warriors was the definitive edition, because it's probably going to be a little bit more of note now or later than it is now, but let's just say that the next map I'm doing after this isn't going to be either Termina or Twilight. It's not going to be one of those two. It's going to be a third option that initially I hadn't thought about, but now it makes sense, or it would make more sense to do it now than later. I really hate this. I can just do that, I guess. I feel like that's gonna be Lana. Oh, I probably could wait for them to come over here. Yeah, that is what is gonna happen. Although, are there 2 Dark Rudos? Because if that's the case, then that's gonna be fucked. Well, I mean, at the very least, we don't have to worry about time, because if we don't get an A rank on time, we fail. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be an interesting video to edit. Although that being said, I'm not entirely sure how well it's gonna go. Mostly because Wario Land Shake It isn't a popular game. It's kind of a hidden gem of sorts. So I don't, like, only people know about it, and plus I feel like if I was going to do a challenge video on it, the obvious choice would to be to do a shakeless run of Wario Land Shake It, just because it's in the name, or the concept is in the name. It's like, oh, don't or play the game without using a core mechanic. Got it. Like in the same vein of a hatless ability run, or a no hat ability run of a hat in time. Also, that being said, I am planning on doing that. The only major difference is that that one I feel like is going to be more so interesting in the practical. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm gonna be going into that run blind and then thinking of strategies. Oh, yeah, strategies on the fly. If that's how I'm gonna go about it. Although that being said, that again has some element of routing in it, because I think to finish it, which I am gonna do. Oh, okay, right. I was like, why is it fucking red? Haven't I failed? But no, there's just a whole lot of people here. Okay, and right, Skulltulas, that too. I think what I'm gonna do is, if we fail after getting the Skulltula, I'm gonna cut back. Yeah, cut back to around that point, because we aren't looking so hot. Doing or getting the Skulltula would put us at getting a rank. So I think it might be best if I try and rush it, maybe? Although that being said, we are 100 KOs away from getting the KO count we need. It's just, I'm not entirely sure on how long we'll have to get there. Also, not to mention if we could still accidentally KO Ruto. So it's gonna be it's gonna be a close one, that's for sure. So I might just do that again. I swear, having a Fairy Nick on hand was gonna be really fucking useful. And even if we're gonna probably be getting just a taste of it in the next map. Yeah, we'll be getting a taste for it in the next map. But then it will be coming straight back to this version. I really want to see just how exactly this is gonna go. Because the guide I'm using says that this level has an air rank damage limit of 4,000. I've already gone over that. And because of the nature of the second Skulltula for this level, that's not gonna be easy at all. Well, that part isn't going to be easy, and I'm also thinking that because it is a complete mission, get 1200 KOs before taking 4 hearts of damage thing, it's gonna set us up nicely for an A rank regardless, so, like, yeah, it is gonna set us up real nice for an A rank, not to mention because of the whole speedrun thing, we can't exactly fail on time. The only thing that would fail us, the only way we could drop the ball is if we took more damage than we needed to after the fact, or after we got the Skulltula. But I think at that point, it might not go down so well, maybe? So yeah, just using this run, or this attempt now as a little bit of, learning, because, oh boy, this level is evil. Not... Okay. Not to mention, I'm still not entirely sure if an enemy gets morale via fucking taking over a base, if they still keep the morale, even if we do take it back over. But I kinda get the feeling they still do. Okay, yep. It is a 4,000. And that sucks. I might just skip this. Okay. How in the fresh hell are we gonna be doing this? With the parameters we have. Okay, it is one of those. Okay. Yeah. I think this would be a good stopping point and a good lead-in to doing this level again, but better. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it or do that, but thankfully I don't have to worry about that, as I probably will be doing another episode. But yeah, just doing it now so we don't have to do it later. Next episode, this might be a little bit weird, but I'm thinking I might tackle some of the, some of these, because it might be beneficial to us. Maybe. But until then, that is when I'll see you. So, despite of what I thought initially, this wasn't so hard to 100% or to A rank, not 100%, although I guess I am 100%ing A level. But I did have to get into the mindset of not sticking with one particular task for too long, but basically getting to the mindset of, hey, I kind of need to be in 4 places at once, so how about we just constantly switch between each objective that pops up, pops up, just forgetting about the less important things like, I don't know, Manhandler, which, yeah, the Manhandler stalks, which feels weird to say, but I think they were just targeting random points. They weren't really necessary. But yeah, this did take a while to do. In fact, as I did this at the end of the recording session, you can kind of see that I did get a few levels with Zant here. Most of it was thanks to a level you'll see next episode, in fact. But yeah, this level was something else. So I will have to mention that I apologize if things get a little bit too fast. I think this is the first instance of needing to use our focus spirit to complete a level with some efficiency. So yeah, also doesn't really help that Zant has an attack where it goes really fast. In fact, I kind of want to see what this would look like sped up with YouTube's compression. just to see how blurry it gets, because yeah, Focus Spirit with Zant's spin attack is really fast on its own, so yeah. But that is another thing that I kind of like to mention. Despite me having to take a break, or despite me taking a break, I guess I just kind of retained a lot of my Zan skills. Because, like, I was a little bit nervous in doing this because, like, Zant, or I guess any meter character is a little bit weird and different, but Zant is definitely up there as you can't really, like, you can't limit break, you can't overflow. If you overflow, you end up failing. Like, you can't overflow, yeah. There's a hard cap to Zant's limit. You can't, like, you won't be stopped. You have to stop yourself, which, yeah. Although that being said, I guess it's kind of more so down to the fact that I've been playing this for way too long and being forced somewhat to play the same characters over and over again will just eventually just teach you, sit you down and force you to learn a character. Either that or you just won't end up doing well at all, I guess. Huh? Bit of an odd thing to know, but yeah, nothing really interesting. Like, I can't really say anything interesting, although about this level in particular. Although that being said, I think by the time I got this Skulltula to spawn, I was about one hit away from failing to meet the conditions met or I needed. So that was fun, because oh boy, that Skulltula requirement paired with this level is just a bad idea. I don't think I would have had an easy time with any other character, like even Link with his Master Sword. I think I still would have struggled a lot with that, but yeah, as I blend through Ruto with just a lot of force attacks, next episode is definitely going to be interesting, to say the least.